Well, welcome back to Bouvines by the edge of the sword battle, 1214. So, actually, there's one quick thing to address. I completely forgot a complete activation before I ended the turn. In the last video, Pierre, I didn't do him. So I did him off screen. Uh, he didn't really move. I wanted to save some space for him, but these militia advanced and they fought some men-at-arms. It was inconclusive, but they did discourage them. On the other hand, they were fatigued. So I now have fatigue units, so they're tired. Their stats are lesser now, so they'll need to take some time to recover, to rest. And these guys, they couldn't make a rally attempt anyway because they were adjacent to a unit. All right, so quickly, let me show you the points really quick before we move on. So here I've got what the victory points are, and I've just put the two counters there. So every pike or militia unit eliminated is 2 victory points. So there's two coalition militia units there, so that's a total of 4. So right now the score is coalition 0 and France 4. So that said, I'm now going to move to turn 2. And first, there's the command check segment, actually, which happens before I do initiative. Okay, so 3. He's good. Okay, he's got a command range of 5. Okay, those guys are good. 3. Good. He's good. Okay, so all of these guys over here are going to be out of command because the leader is all the way back here. The thing about, so if this unit routes off the edge of the board, if it doesn't rally at the end of this turn, then he will reappear next to, stacked with the closest guy of his banner, but right now he's running off there. So all of these guys are going to be out of command, so let me get those counters out. All of them. Okay, anybody else out of command? So risk with auto, but I think I had it so that he, and 2, and he's got a range of 2 and 3. So everyone else is in command. So this part is pretty bad off. So let's go ahead and do that initiative roll. Again, green for the French. So the French have a 6 with a +3 is 9. The coalition has a 5 with a +2 is 7. So here the French army just activates any. They don't get to do anything to the Germans or affect their activation order at all. So what do they want to do? The center probably doesn't want to go. Actually, they want to do this right away before the coalition has a chance to react and pull this pike line, and because really what they want to do is pull this pike line probably back and around to protect. So really they want to capitalize on this and hit these guys. I'm actually going to take these off because I just know they're all out of command. What the effect of that is that they can either do nothing, or they can move, and they have to move closer to their commander, so they have to run away, basically. Okay, so let's get this going. So we can do a charge right here. Because you're moving at least 1, and the only thing is they start adjacent, but I don't think that matters really because of the way zones of control work in this game. I mean, they're not, it's militia, they can't do anything. They can see the cavalry on our horses over there. Yeah, so they're gonna do that. Any archer fire though? No. Okay, so yeah, so we're going straight to the movement and combat, so we're skipping archer fire. There's none of that. So he's going to declare a charge. I can tell you that right now. 1 right there. Okay, so charging this guy, the problem is that you'd be forced to charge him. That's problematic. Potentially problematic. One. I'm going to do it anyway. So, 2. He's going to declare a charge into that infantry. And very likely just like destroy them. These other guys, this guy can just. What are their movements? Probably. Well, if he charges, he's going to need to move up. They'll both just move up. This guy will. He's going to stay there. He'll shoot at him for fun. Actually, before I move these guys, he can still move. He just has to spend 1 to move out. So that would be 2, 4. He could do 2, 4. He can do that and just roll those archers up. And this guy can go 1, 2, 3 and charge him. So there's going to be I'm just going to be very aggressive right here. These are all going to be charges. Who's here? 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. Just can't spend more force. He has the exact amount. So, all right. So let's do ranged fire. This arquebus will shoot at him. It's going to be -1. Only because of size. He didn't move. 7. So 7 with arquebusiers at a range of 2 is... He is discouraged. Not looking good for this flank. I read up on the history of the battle a little bit, and this is the way the battle actually started, was him destroying this flank, and the coalition crushed the French in the center, but not enough. They didn't do enough, and he lost heart and ran away, so they lost. Okay, so charges. What order do I want to do these in? You know what? I think I'm going to do this one first, because if he gets in a line, he can align him in the rear, which will help this guy out, avoiding aligning him in the front. So I'll do that one first. All right. So let's look at my modifiers. +1 for odds, +1. It's probably going to be +7, because I got 3 for charge, 4 because of odds, 5 because of quality, and then men-at-arms versus archers is only 1. Okay, so it's actually a +6. Oh, plus he's discouraged. Yeah, +8. +7 max attack. So let's see what happens with this charge right here. It's going to see 12 is going to be discouraged, plus a retreat with an obligatory advance. He's already discouraged. So if you get a discouraged result when you're already discouraged, probably just route it. I think that's how it works. No, he becomes fatigued. Discouraged plus discourage equals fatigue. If you're discouraged and fatigued plus discourage, you rout. So he's going to retreat. He can change his facing by 1 hex side. He'll do that. Okay, so since this was a charge with an obligatory retreat, he is required to do Elan because he's not fatigued. If he were already fatigued, this wouldn't be happening. So he must, and he didn't acquire fatigue. So he must perform an Elan charge. He has to advance into here. He can freely change facing. He will change facing, and he's going to perform another charge. This is going to keep happening into his rear. So that's what's happening right now. So men-at-arms versus pikemen is the attackers along the top has got to be. Men-at-arms versus pikes is at -2. So he's got -2 to his roll, -1 because of troop quality, 0 because of odds, and then positioning, charge in the rear. It's 4, so I'm at +4, is that right? -2, -1, 0, 4. So it's a +4 charge right here. And then after you become so it's an 8, so that's fatigue and retreat and obligatory advance. There's no direction of advance of retreat mandated. He's going to retreat this here, and he has another obligatory advance. Alright, so one way I want to play this is I'm gonna do dispersion is optional. I'm gonna always do dispersion. Dispersion, he's gonna become fatigued after the fact though. So it's another charge. Alright, so +1 for odds, +1 for I was reading the matrix wrong, so that should have been different, but I'm not gonna redo it. So +1 for that, +1 for the other thing, and then this is HA versus pikes. So I'm at +4, and it's charge into the rear. +4 more. So this is a max attack again. He's doing this guy. So an 8 is fatigue and retreat, obligatory advance. So he's going to fall back here like that, and he's going to advance. And he is fatigued, and he will change his facing 1. You can do it 1 hex side. Okay, so that one's done. I have this one. I have several more to do. I'll do this one next. So these are charge to a frontal hex is +3. Odds is going to be 0. So the +3, and the HA versus militia makes it +5. Troop quality differential +6. He's discouraged. Man, this is like ridiculous. So hang on. So +1 for morale or quality. +1 for morale for quality. 3 for charge is 4. He's discouraged. Is 2 more. 6. This is another max attack. Here we go. A 0 is a 0. So it's a 7. So he has to retreat. he has a fatigue plus an obligatory event. So since he was fatigued, he actually cannot do it a lot. It has to be non-fatigued unit. So he just pushed him back. That wasn't as successful. All right, I'll do. I think I'll do this one next. Yeah, I'll do this one. So odds, +1 for odds, +1 for morale. Oh wait, I'm gonna do a counter or anti-charge, reaction charge. So he gets to make a morale check. If he passes, he cancels his +3 for charging. So he's a 5. He passed, so that +3 is canceled. They get a counter charge, so they're clashing. So it's just going to be actually not that good. +2, one for quality, one for odds, 3 to 2. So it's just a +2. Knights on knights is 0, so it's just a +2 regular attack. 3 + 2 is 5, so he has to retreat, and he's fatigued. Okay, so actually this is cheating. It feels like cheating because he has nowhere to go. So he's actually going to just become discouraged. That's what's going to happen. Since you can't retreat, if you can't retreat, then you just go, you degrade one organizational level. This didn't do anything to him, it just caused him to fall back, but instead of falling back, they become discouraged, and he becomes fatigued. Whoops. So they're getting sleepy. And then the last charge here, they're going to try a reaction charge. Their morale is, or quality is 4, they fail, so it's going to be +6 just from the leadership and the charge. I'm already at 7 just from charge, leadership, and quality. Don't need to look at anything else. So max attack +7. That's going to be a 9 total. It's not a natural 9 though. So he's fatigued and retreats. He'll retreat. He'll retreat there and change facing. He will obligatory advance. And okay, so does he want to? He can only change facing 1. I guess he'll go that way to try to hurt him more. Although it might be better to try to hurt him. Instead, he'll go this way. He's going to do another charge. And, okay, so this is a completely separate thing. So he's going to try a reaction charge again. He got it this time. He's just going to cancel the +3. So it's only going to be 3 for the leadership. 3, 4 for the troop quality. I don't think fatigue has any other modifiers. It just makes him weaker. So 3, 4. It's just a +4. Or odds, actually. +5. +5. So a 7, fatigue and retreat with an obligatory advance. So fatigue on fatigue, I think, makes you demoralized if you're already fatigued. Let me see. No, it's just no additional effect. So he just is pushed back, and it was just an obligatory advance. Okay, so I said I was going to do dispersion every time, so let's do it. He's going to become fatigued as a result of this. So reaction charge, no. So I've got 3, 6, so it's going to be 7. +7, 15. Route plus retreat. So pretty intense there. He's just straight up routed. 1, 2, 3, +1. No, it's 2. Route is 2. So, and he's going to fatigue and end up here. Okay, so that's that activation. Of course, they're getting tired. They're gonna have to take some time to get themselves back together. Okay, so we're gonna go to the ones. Germans always go first. I keep saying Germans. The coalition. So Ferrand, I mean, it's like, really, what can he do? All of his guys are out of command. They're all discouraged. They can't really. I'll just wait on Ferrand. Hughes is here in the middle. Now Hughes got hit. They can get some revenge. They're going to push up. I think they're going to attack. He's not going to attack because he's discouraged. He needs to move away. I don't think you can move backwards. You can't just like step back. You have to actually turn. So he's not going to be able to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he could do 1, 2. 3. He'll do that. Let him push up, and he's going. This guy will. We're gonna do melee, so he's actually gonna get defensive fire. He's gonna melee him straight ahead. The arquebusiers. Arquebusiers will get defensive fire because they're in a melee. They're gonna get a die roll with a -1 because they're small, and that's the only modifier. They haven't moved. They're not discouraged. Range of 1, so this is actually... Oh, wait a minute. He has to attack everybody in this frontal axis. What about that madness? That would be +2, +3, +4. His rear is exposed. Yeah, why not? Try that. So the arquebusiers are both in melee now. He's attacking both of them. So they both get a shot. Alright, the first one got a 9. Okay, that's bad. The second one got a 9. 2 9s in a row. That's pretty rough. So this unit gets routed. And Hughes needs to make a leader loss check. That did not go very well for the coalition. Hughes, leader loss check. 8. He is wounded, and this unit routes. 1, 2. I'm gonna run out of routed markers. Routed units have no facing. Hughes. What? I don't have a wounded Hughes marker. Okay, well, I guess I see what use those arquebusiers are now. I did have a Hughes marker. I just hadn't punched it. I inadvertently not punched it. I don't remember. I don't think I used this on the other counters. I used something. But I probably did, actually. So that's him. So he is wounded. Put that on top of him. So, okay, so you lace the line with them, forcing them to get involved in melee. And you have to attack everybody in front of us. So that was Hughes. The next one is Garin, who just went. I picked him first anyway. That maybe was dumb. I wasn't paying attention. So it'll be Robert. These guys right here. Actually, the guys who just got attacked. Okay, so let's see here. I'd like to attack right here, but I've got to worry about these guys coming over. So it's really tempting to move them over and push right here. Poke, poke. But we'll have to wait for Pierre's activation because they need to worry about these guys. What can I do? He could just charge here and try to push these knights, do something there. Okay, so let's move. He's going to charge. Because if I do him first, he's going to move here. Charge. Alright, so these archers are in that village. Don't want to charge that. Or even fight them there. He will just do that for now, and these guys will how about that? They're actually going to push up, and we're going to do some melees. Because they're discouraged. Our users attacking those guys are at -2 disadvantage, but the defenders are disadvantaged, so it cancels that out. So, I don't know if that's pretty risky. Tell you what. They'll just melee. They're just gonna exist. Okay, so let's do these battles. So we'll do this melee first, I guess. So first we're gonna do offensive fire and defensive fire. Now he didn't move, so he can just do a fire without that extra penalty. So it's only a -1 for his offensive fire because he did not move, which is a 6. Arquebus is at a range of 1. With the 6, it's going to discourage them. They need more informational markers in this game. Okay, so the combat AB on MI action is +1, but -1 because of troop quality. So even, it's just going to be a +2 for discourage. A 0 +2 is a defender fatigue, attacker retreat. So they got a shot off, messed with their formation, but when they, no, he's not fatigued. They just kind of tired him out, and but then they fall back. And there's no obligatory advance or anything for the defender. Okay, so we're gonna do this charge first in the hopes that he can why am I doing that charge first? I just am. Okay, so we're gonna do this one first. So odds is a +1 for odds, +1 for quality differential. So we're at +2, +3 for charge is 5, and then the matrix, combat matrix, is gonna make it a 7. So that's a +7. So that's a total of 8. Defenders are fatigued and retreat. Obligatory advance. Okay, so he could elan him or elan him. rather rely on him because then he can charge him in there. That's why I'm doing this. That's the point of this. So +3 for charge. 3. I've got 2 to 1 here actually now. So 5, 6. This is a max attack again. 10 is the total. Discouraged and retreat. And obligatory advance, so he's not fatigued. So he's going to do a dispersion. But he can only do 1, so never mind. Well, he's going to keep going. I'm just going to use that rule. It's really not a tactically good idea to do it, because he's going to be even farther away and he'll be fatigued, but he's going to do it anyway. So it's going to be another max attack. It's just even more, because now he's discouraged. It's just like piling on. 15. Defender route plus retreat. Obligatory advance. And he's fatigued. I don't even know what difference it makes to... Well, actually, it really... He'll change facing that way because it's more easier for... or tempting for him to come over than him, I think. Okay. Next charge. Gonna try reaction. He fails his reaction. So +3 for charging into a frontal hex. That cancels 1 to 1, so +4. But that cancels. So it's a +4. That's not bad. 0, it's a 4. That's just nothing. Nothing happens at all to anybody. So they just duke it out and nothing happens. Okay. That was Robert. So I have to do these guys now. So, okay. Attackers being discouraged is a -2. Well, everybody's out of command. If they move, they have to move closer. 1, 2, 3. Four. Can you move closer if he's out of command? And it's only half your movement. So he can't even move 4 anyway. Can move 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all he can do. This guy, he might as well just stay there. He can move 2. I don't even know what that's going to do. He'll just... Yeah, he has to... It's probably fine for him to do just that. This guy is an archer. He doesn't have enough... He can only move 1. Or 1.5, which I guess 2. There's nothing he can do. He's routed. It's really not looking good for the coalition. Okay, so let's move to the 2s. We've got them on both sides. So the Germans get a choice of Renaud or William, which are these guys. Is that Renaud? Yeah, they got just... it's going to have to be William first to try to do something. So actually, let me see here. So moving through a village is what? 2, 2, 3, and then you'd be attacking uphill. 2, 3. Gotta try to do something. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what that's gonna do. 1, 2. Okay, that archer can take a shot. I'll move up to there. Gonna declare some melees. I'll do range fire first. So archers can shoot over a friendly unit into another hex. So archers at a range of 2, it's going to be -2 because he's small, plus another -1 because of the scenario restrictions. So, not that good. And archers at a range of 2, we need a 6 or an 8. 9, oh. So he actually discouraged. Now -2 is 7, so he's discouraged. -2. He didn't move. He would be -3 if he shot at him, because he did move. Why not? Wow. So he's discouraged because I need a 6. Yep. Okay. Okay, that's gonna make it interesting. So now it's when we declare melees. I'll declare there. I'll declare there. And I'll declare all 3. I don't even need the markers. So I'll just go left to right. So right here we've got -1 penalty, -2 penalty. Got going up a hill, worse quality. So we're at -2. But they are discouraged. Defenders are discouraged. So +2. So this is going to be a 0. It's just going to be whatever gets rolled. And you really want more than a 0. Okay. 2. Defenders fatigued. Attacker retreats. So they run back down the hill. But that wasn't in vain completely. This one, it's uphill. I forgot about that hill modifier, didn't I? Previously when it was going down the hill. Knights on knights, same. Everything else is the exact same except going up a hill and discouraged. So it's a net +1 total. It's a 9. Oh, all kinds of leader stuff can happen. Just leaders fighting each other. It's a 10. The defenders are demoralized and they retreat. Since they're already discouraged, they become fatigued. And they retreat. And the attackers have to advance. So I got to roll for leader loss. So I'm going to roll for Renaud first, see what happens. Nothing. 0 through 5 is nothing. Okay. The other guy, also nothing. Robert and Renaud pushing on each other. And here we've got an attack in the rear. It's not a charge, it's just attacking. So +2 for that. +1 because of the odds. Nothing for the ratio. So I'm at +3, going uphill. So +2, +2, +2. So that's going to be a 5. The defender retreats. You can retreat forward. Oh man, where do they want to go? I guess there. Obligatory advance with fatigue. Okay, this stuff is getting really disorganized because now William of Longsword, the leader, is way over here. So some of his guys can be out of command, but that's what I did. I wasn't really thinking about that when I did the rest of the turn. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't happen. The shot did, but the melee didn't. That's a different command. He wasn't active. So, forget about that. There's excitement for nothing. Okay, so that was William. William and Renaud have... Oh, Renaud hasn't gone. And he's... Well... Renaud hasn't gone. I need a better way to track who has gone and who has not. I wish there were markers for that. I might dig something from another game, put it on there. Eudes is going to be next then. Just these guys. So he's going to let's get aggressive here and attack these pikemen. Yeah, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's gonna go, and these guys are gonna go 1, 2, 3. Can you? All right. Can't believe this is longer than the other one. All right, so charging. Has to be a straight line, so he can't charge anyway. But I'll change his facing to give him some flexibility when he moves, if he has to do any kind of movement. So, so he's just gonna add on to the battle. I think actually what we're gonna do is he will attack only him. These guys will stack up on him. So I'll do the this guy first. So 3, 1, 2, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and knights on pikes is a 2, so 5 plus 5 right here. 6, 11. D, disorganized and retreat. Okay, yeah, because this also means that this guy could get eliminated. Or not disorganized, discouraged. So, okay, I'm running out of discouraged markers. I should have some somewhere on the backs of some of these. I think. Maybe not. I guess I'll just have to use blue ones. I don't have any more. So it's discourage retreat and obligatory advance. Okay. Alright, so these guys are all going to attack him. 3, 6, 9, 13, 13, 4, 8, 12, 3, 1. So plus 2. Quality's the same. Plus 2. Militia versus pikes is nothing. So it's just a plus 2. 6. They have to retreat, and these guys are all fatigued. So retreat. Well, actually, he can retreat forward. He does have an out. You can always retreat. You can retreat wherever. That's a lot of fatigued units. I'm assuming that just everybody who participated became fatigued. I'll look it up later if I need to. Okay, that's Udis. He's done. Then we got... Now Renard can go. So now I could do that attack. I'm just going to have to re-roll it because reality is different now. It was interesting. So +2, -1, so +1. I think was it just a +1 attack? I believe so. So +1, right? Odds are the same, quality's the same, leadership is the same, unit type is the same. -1 for attacking uphill, but +2 because they're discouraged. So yeah, it's just a +1. So this could be another wild swing. Totally different. So 2. So he is fatigued. It's another fatigued and discouraged. And these guys actually fall back, so it was a little different. So that's Renaud. He can't do anything with the routed guy. So now we're on to 3. And we've got Pierre. And Otto. So Otto's going to go before Pierre. So it's going to be Otto, Pierre, Philip. Okay. So a couple of ways for him to approach this. He could use this guy to attack him. Which he would like to do. He needs to get this guy. He's actually preventing some rallying from happening. So there's actually some serious problems for the coalition army because they want to push these guys here, but they also need to do something about this. The only saving grace is that these guys are fatigued, so they'll probably want to stop and rest. Yeah, it looked really bad for the coalition army. Cavalry. They have better troop quality. I mean, there's that going for them. Maybe they should just attack, just a full attack down the line. I've got this guy here. He can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Yep. And I'm going to just put that there because that's going to be a melee. I don't have to declare melee yet, but I'm going to. Anyway, so this guy, try to knock this guy out. Or do we... He's so annoying. He's low quality. Makes more sense to go against him. Makes more sense to charge him, but that defensive fire is kind of rough. Yeah, he'll just charge him. It's gonna have to be. Everybody's in his way. It's not a very good attack. How about that? Kind of screen things, and maybe he will auto himself. We'll do what? I think just wait, see how things go. So, okay, charge, melee. Okay, I'll do the charge first. 3 for charge, 4 for quality. 5, it's 1 to 2, so 0. 3, 5. Men-at-Arms versus militia. 7, so am I right? Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. It's plus 6. Not plus 7. 13. Discouraged and retreat. Obligatory advance. Okay, so here's where, no, because I can't, here. There's no line, I'm going to keep it, so if I align him, they're already discouraged, I'm going to route these guys, that would be helpful. So now it's plus 7 because now I'm discouraged, so yeah, he'll just align straight ahead. It's an 8, fatigue and retreat. With an obligatory advance, so fatigue and retreat's not doing anything to route them. Okay, it's a dispersion, this is plus 7 again. 12. Discouraged and retreat, so he's already discouraged and fatigued, so he does route finally with the retreat, and he's going to advance and be fatigued. Okay, so routing straight, no, these guys route over this way, so that's actually, that hole is helping the French, I guess. 2. So this cavalry unit's probably lost. Okay, so declare other melees. Okay, so the rest of it will go this way. He's going to attack for 1 to 1, plus 1, plus 2 for quality. That's the only pluses. 7, fatigue and retreat. They're already fatigued, so they just retreat. And he pushes in. He'll change facing. Done. I need to use these melee markers, or I'm going to lose track of where everything is, or what's going on what's left. The whole line. Just going to see what happens. Okay, so it's boom, 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 and then he's got to attack 2, so this is not going to be good. 3, 6, 11, 4. So it's -1, -2. It's a -2 attack. 1. Defender's fatigue, attacker retreat. Alright, next. 6, 1 to 2, 0. No modifiers, just a die roll. 3. Defender's fatigue, attacker retreat. Uh-oh. Well, the coalition's not fatigued. They're weakening them. Okay, this one's going to be 1 to 2 is a 0. Qualities, so this one's a +1. It's a 7. Fatigue and retreat. Okay, this one's going to be an ouch. Fatigue, they can't retreat, so they're going to become, because of stacking, so they're discouraged. Okay, here it's going to be a +1 for quality, and that's it, just a +1. Ooh, disordered and or discouraged and retreat. So they're going to retreat to here. So they want to change facing because he's going to advance. I don't think so. That guy's not much of a threat. And here, +1. 6. They have to retreat. And they're fatigued with an obligatory advance. So, it looks like a huge mess right now. A huge mess. Pierre's going to go. I think Pierre's got a simple mission. Those are his guys. He probably is not going to care about them. They're 3s, his +1, 4. It's too likely that they'll keep routing, so he's going to stay where he is. This guy. I think we'll just try to kill that unit. That's simple enough. So it's going to be overwhelming odds, a +2 on the odds. It doesn't go past +2. +3 for the leadership. +4 for the quality. +4. And for the defender, you choose have to choose militia attacking. So -2. So it's a +4. So now I'm down to +2, but I'm attacking the rear. So +2. So it's just a +4. That cancels. So 2. How am I getting +4? Odds. Yeah, +4. Odds, leadership, quality. 8. Fatigue and retreat for the defender. It says you can retreat forward, so he just pushes through here. He's just getting really cut off. And there's an obligatory advance. Who wants to advance? I guess he'll advance and do this. It's getting very messy now. Okay, so that's Pierre's turn. It's crazy that you can advance forward. It really is. I might reread the rule, but I'm pretty sure it talked about advancing forward. And finally, Philippe. Okay. Alright, so He can't mount a charge because the pikemen are up on him right now, but they need to do something. They don't want to really advance because they're fatigued. These guys are now up on a hill. They got pushed back, but they're up. These guys are discouraged and fatigued. They don't really have room to run away. I think we're going to do a point of attack right here and here. One, 3. And I think that's the only movement I'm going to do with them. They're going to just stay where they are. And we're going to try to kill these 2 units. They won't participate. So it's going to be these 2 here, these 2 here. So this unit, I'll do him first. I've got 7 to 3. That's 2 to 1. So +2 for 2 to 1. +2 for being attacked in the rear. This +4, +4, +4. You always use the best quality unit. Okay, so +4, +5. You use the worst differential though. So it's just a +5. 5 and 5 is 10. Defender is demoralized and retreats. Erg. You know what? I have these units, these things. I'll use that. It'll be less confusing than using blue. And it's like that. Here I've got 4 to 4 odds is good. +1 for better quality. 2 for differential. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +6. 12. Retreat and lay on the ground. Pierre pushes up the road. Okay, nobody is eliminated right now. This turn's taking longer than the first turn, which is kind of crazy. Well, actually not really, because there's lots of fighting. First turn, no battles. Okay, so that's all of the activations, so I'm going to do the rally phase next. So rallies, I'm just going to do both sides, going from left to right. So he's discouraged. He needs a 4. He's not rallied, he's just discouraged. He's 4. He's not going to rally. He's still discouraged. This guy needs a... He's getting a +2, so he needs a 6. 0 is a 0, so he reforms. These guys are routed. They need a 2 top unit, bottom unit. Okay. Top unit is just discouraged. And the bottom unit is still routed. Up here, they're adjacent. Oh, I forgot to do this melee. So real quick, let me do this melee. 3, he's attacked in the rear, so that's +2. Knights on men-at-arms, so +2, +3, +4. 1 to 1, +5. 10. Disorganized plus retreat. Okay, So none of these guys can do anything. This guy, he needs a 2. Nope. This guy needs a 5. Nope. That's not looking good. He's not adjacent to anybody, so he could try. Top, bottom. So they're the same, so I'll just stick it there. Adjacent. This guy needs a 2. Adjacent, adjacent. He's not adjacent. He can form with a 5. He does. Okay. Route movements. Full movement towards the route edge. 1, 2, 3. And these guys will route off the board. So he's going to so he's going to end up here. He routes off the board. Oh wait, one of these guys was, oh fuck, I shouldn't have taken those off like that. This guy was routed. Almost positive. And who was the other discouraged guy? I was trying to replace my counters. Shoot. I'll have to watch the video and I'll fix it later, I guess. I know there's another discouraged guy in there. Looks like that's it. Looks like that is it. And there's nobody to recover fatigue, so people might want to take some resting now. So, take a look at the totals. The French still haven't lost anything, and the coalition has lost a lot. So 5, 9, 15 points right now. Okay, 15-point differential. So let's go ahead and move it to turn 2. Or I should say turn 3. Turn 3. Okay. So it's been 40 minutes of fighting.